Meows to the wows, everyone, and welcome to my channel. Welcome to Obscurus Point and Clickus, the show where we look at point-and-click games from the past. Today's game is Rhiannon, Curse of the Four Branches. Oh man, I've waited a long time to play this one. I can smell the indie production on this one. I remember when this game came out, and I remember my disappointment when on Amazon it was $108. At this point, I'm pretty sure it was a site malfunction, but until just recently, I haven't been able to play it. It was released in 2006 and was created by Arbeth Studios. The game was made by 3 people, which is pretty awesome. Small games like this don't always get made when there are so few people participating on the project. It looks overall pretty decent for the era, for a point-and-click, and the gameplay is solid for a point-and-click game. The backgrounds for the most part are pre-rendered, and they kept the game rather small by keeping it within a small plot of land. The overall plot of the game is that a 15-year-old girl named Rhiannon has recently moved to a plot of land named Tai Pideri. She begins to see and hear ghosts and feels overall in danger. Due to this, her parents take her on vacation. You, the protagonist, shows up to take care of the house while they are gone, and are thus dragged into the danger. It turns out that 3 other women named Rhiannon have died on the property, killed by the restless and vengeful spirit of the wizard Lude. In order to save the youngest Rhiannon, you must collect mystical items from around the property, transfigure them into the items that represent Pideri's life, and break the curse. Look, Dad, I'm a real pig! The lore behind this game is interesting, as I was unfamiliar with the Celtic tales. This one in particular is based on a collection of stories called The Four Branches of Mabinogi. I apologize if I butchered that, which was written in Middle Welsh. I read most of the books in the game about the backstory. If you have the chance or want to investigate them, there is plenty of information online about the stories. While this isn't the only pack I've played that uses old mythology, this one uses it pretty well without creating total silliness in the plotline of the gameplay. Although... this ghost led me to this random door that appeared in the wall. Let's touch it! What? Holy moly, it went back in time! Why is that possible in this game about ghosts? Like most packs, you have an inventory system where you store the many items you collect. I will say it's a bit slow because it's horizontal. So to get something you picked up a long time ago and then get something you picked up recently can take forever. Using the arrows, you navigate the area. The screens transition between rendered spots, which I will say I like and dislike. It's like I'm blinking with every step. While playing this through a second time to record, I started getting a headache from the constant fade to black. Of course, I've played games that don't have this and I don't like that either, so... I am happy to say this game at least tells you straight out what you need to find in order to complete the game for the most part, which is better than some packs where you wander around without so much as a hint as to what your next goal is. This game had a mechanic I found interesting. You could pick up things that would be important later, but you wouldn't take them until you actually needed it. It was a little annoying because it made me backtrack to get items, but it also kept my inventory clean and kept me from asking myself, what the fuck am I picking up this fish for? Why do I need a fish for anything? Am I gonna jam it up that guy's ass, or am I gonna smack the TV with it? But of course, due to its indie status, there is a lot of stuff that's quirky and silly about the game, and that's what I love. I first want to point out that this game is marketed as a horror game, and it tries its best, but most of the scares are just... Ooh, moving ceiling lamp! I can beat that. I'm a disembodied floating cat head! Woo! One did get me, but it was only because I was looking away and the sound made me jump. I think as a kid, the scares might have gotten me more, but unfortunately, this game does not have an atmosphere to fit horror. It is rather lighthearted to be truthful. All events take place in the day, and nothing is really that creepy about the house or the grounds. There is one room, however, that would make some people uncomfortable, I guess. This one. Whee! It doesn't bother me because I'm pretty jaded, I guess. The opening for this game takes a full minute, enough time for me to go look stuff up on Google, eat a bag of chips, and slurp down a soda. It's way too long and not impressive enough to waste that much time on it. Unless there is some good reason for it to take that long. The trailer for the game is actually really funny. It's like, Rhiannon, Curse of the Four Branches. Check out our Too Spooky For You game. We've got ghost orbs of spirits and rocks. Rhiannon, Curse of the Four Branches. Look at this freaking coffin, yeah! Rhiannon, Curse of the Four Branches. Of course, the studio itself may not have made this trailer. That could be its publisher's fault, but it makes me laugh. I think the biggest sin this game commits is its musical score. It really kills the mood for me. Most of the game doesn't have any music at all, but when it does, it's very upbeat and happy sounding, instead of dire. I just fainted outside and ended up in Rhiannon's room. How did that even happen? Yeah, but it's totally okay, woo! The sound effects are like a kiddie game's magical sparkle effects when something goes well. There's even a part where the sounds are fireworks. That's what that is. There wasn't a better sound effect or more creative one. I also had to have a walkthrough on standby to help me through the game when I got stuck. That's nothing new for point-and-click games. While the game does tell you what to look for, sometimes things are not obviously placed, or they don't equate to what I was looking for. For example, during the last chapter, we were looking for something that equates to a death shroud. This item happens to be the calendar in Mark's office. That is the Death Shroud Nebula in space. That does not make sense. Without the walkthrough, I could have been wandering around forever looking for items, and I'm not that intuitive about where to look for things a lot of the time. The version I played was off a secondhand disc, but it's now available on Steam. I haven't played that version yet, so if they updated it, I am unaware. If they have, and you've played it, leave the changes down in the comments. I would like to know. So some of you are probably wondering if I recommend this game. I don't think it's bad, as there are far worse ones. Looking at you, Limbo of the Lost. I wouldn't call it a shiny hidden gem of a game, though. I would give it a 5 out of 10. But as with any game, I encourage you to go out and play it yourself. And that's all for Rhiannon Curse of the Four Branches. Thanks for stopping by. If you enjoyed the video, drop a like. Thanks.